And then he was sent back to Serbia, and then from Serbia he was sent here. And that was like 150 years ago. The Serbian people here didn't have a church. So he was sent to kind of organize that. So he organized the whole diocese. He was like the bishop here. He made lots of churches, and then he decided to make the church that we went to. So he, got everything going on, found the money and all that, and then he decided to help out. So what he did, he got on a bike and he drove like 30 miles every day from where the church is to one place in Chicago where they were making bricks. So he would load the bricks on his back to where they were building church, and he did it every single day. So those bricks that you see in the wall, actually, a lot of those bricks he carried on his back. Actually, he got old and died, and then 80 years later, the church decided to make him a saint. So they opened up his grave, and he was, his body was whole. He looked like he fell asleep 80 years later. Church inside the church, and since then actually many miracles occurred. There was this one woman that had cancer. She came there to pray, and he actually got cured from cancer just by praying to him. So he helps. Like World War II, the Germans came, they occupied everything, and mощam, and there was like a lot of killing, right? So a lot of Serbian people died during that. So he wanted to help. He was just a small priest, so there was not much he can do as a priest. The only way that you can actually fight is actually if you renounce your priestly clothes, take off the robe and never wear it again. So if you do that, you're never going to be a priest again. So he was faced with this decision, but he decided to do it. So he took off the robe and organized a rebellion and pretty much made an army. And they fought the Nazis and Croatians for 4 years. And then they actually managed to save the people of the area because of that. And then when the World War II ended, the communists took over, and there was no room for them because they were the monarchists. So he took 14,000 people, like women, children, men, across the mountain to Italy. And then from Italy they came here. And he lived in Chicago, so they made like a huge Serbian community here, and he was very well respected for the rest of his life because of what he did for them. And eventually, when he died, actually he was actually buried.
Oh my gosh!
And so this is the monument to him. So he did what he had to do. He renounced his priestly calling to save the people, but he did that. He saved thousands of them because of it. So.